So by being informed, you help say, hey, you know what? I'm tired of those red light cameras. They suck, and they take my picture every time when I'm not breaking the law and I'm still getting a ticket. That's a good example of someone that gets a lot of red light camera tickets. So you go to your representative and you say, hey, we need to get rid of these. Why? Because it's unconstitutional, or because I want it to be gone and it's got to be gone. Whatever the reason you have, you make a valid point, a valid argument, and present it to your officials, and they'll take a decision off of that. And if they don't, you let them know that you're going to hold them responsible. Civics test, you know. People got together and said, hey, our high school kids don't know anything about civics. They don't know who the first president was. They don't know when the Declaration of Independence was signed. They don't know what Emancipation Proclamation is. They don't know who freed the slaves. They don't know who gave amnesty. You know.
The first amnesty.
The first amnesty. Yeah.
Who was the president? It was the president, right?
Which president, do you know?
Just stop talking.
It's all right.
The what president?
FDR?
Huh?
FDR?
Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was the first.
Well, it was still the president.
That's true.
Yeah.
The president, with the help of the Congress, granted the first amnesty. Do you know what political party that president was?
Republican?
Ding, 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 he got one. Holy jeez.
I think he just guessed. He had a 50-50
There's only
chance.
two.
I was about to give you the world's heaviest marker, but you got it.
They will all have it tomorrow.
Can we do push-ups instead?
So, you know, that's just a basic example on the civics and the information you can have. So I encourage you guys to be involved. Once again, I would not, if I had to do it over, I would not do anything over. The military was great. It was an eye-opening experience. The people, the doors that open for you, the leadership that you demonstrate, the skills you come out with are essential. And they will be of use later down the road as you grow into adulthood, as you try to get a job, when you try to maybe even run for office, run for a political post. The biggest misconception about running for something is that you need to be rich, or that you need to have money, or that, you know,
Old white guy.
or you have to be an old white guy to be involved.
You just gotta get out and seek information like you do anything else.
Pretty much. There are so many venues for you to run. You have people right now on the local level that dictate what goes on. Your school boards. Do you guys know who your school board person is at all? You know, you have a superintendent. You guys have judges. You have supervisors. I mean, it's all politics. And by getting involved, I think a great example is John Doyle, your current mayor. And I'm just impressed because he's someone from here, locally, born and raised. He doesn't have money or power or influence. He just ran.
You know what's really bad? Some of these guys have met, Doyle. He was right there for them a few times there.
And they don't
Some of them
remember.
have, yes, some of them have met him and they don't even know. How many have been to Rand Casteel's meetings for the veterans project?
He was there?
How many? Yeah, Mel Doyle was there.
Wait, so he was like the mayor?
See what I mean, though? I mean, if you want to get things done, the Rand Castillo project is something that I've just been told about today, which is something essential. But without strength in numbers, it's never going to happen. If it's only one guy saying, hey, we need to get this done. We need this, we need this, we need this. It's just one person. If she says, your guest speaking sucks, right? Get out of here, you're boring. And then the rest of you come up to me and you're like, hey, you did all right, Sergio. Está bien. It carries more weight, right? It carries more weight, more power, strength in numbers, basically, per se. So the reason you want to get involved is to educate others and to also get things done for your community, especially with the veterans part. I think that's huge. If everybody in the ROTC class lined up behind and for example, scheduled a march or a demonstration, you guys would get media coverage, you get newspaper, you'll get radio interviews. You have people putting a spotlight on you guys and saying, holy crap, these guys believe in something. We might want to listen to them because this is a generation that is up and coming. These kids will be into the community shortly. You guys are 17, 18? 15, 16, 14?
14.
Why are you sitting there with your hair down in uniform?
I was looking for,
Get it fixed. Don't just sit there like that. It's inappropriate.
I see you have a drill sergeant in the room already, so you guys are drill sergeant number 2 back there. It should be, this is a very good class from what I've seen. The cadet creed is amazing. I hope you guys live by that. Get involved into your community. Do any of you guys volunteer at all? Maybe at the food bank, on Christmas, hand out some toys for tots, stuff like that? Yeah, good. You should do that. Because not only do you grow more as a person, but you're also helping other people. I think the biggest, most rewarding feeling for me personally is helping people. Helping them navigate, grabbing them and showing them what they need to do in order to either be self-sufficient for themselves or to give them a hand. The old lady crossing the street, etc. By being involved in your community, you help your community grow and expand. So I commend those of you that are involved, and I do recommend that you at least take something up to help within your communities. Help, paint graffiti. Do you guys have a graffiti problem here?
no.
No?
Well, they do it all the time with no problem.
We have a lunch problem.
A lunch problem, what is that?
When people eat sometimes around here, well, most of the time, whatever they eat, they leave it there.
Huh. Well, that's for one of... So, that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything, my role. Does anybody have any questions about my service, about what it was like to be maybe a small business owner, an entrepreneur, or a community involved, someone involved in the community? Anything? Yes. What's your name? Claudette Herrera. Did I get shot at? Yes. I went over the fact that I got a combat infantryman badge for being in combat. The only way that you get awarded the combat infantryman badge is if you see actual combat. Get shot at, shoot at, even kill. So, yes. Yes, ma'am.
How did you fracture your foot?
Just the stress from road marching, having 65 pounds on your back. Let me tell you this. When I joined the military, who's the shortest person here? You? How tall are you?
2-1.
4'11"? I was 5'1".
I'm 5'2".
Stand up. How much do you weigh?
98.
Stand up.
84.
Come over here.
So far.
This is the size I was when I joined the Army.
I told you, they feed you good in the military.
I was her size right here. Next time bring your belt, huh? All right. Thank you.
Oh my God, this fight right here is giving me all kinds of trouble. Hair's not down, they don't know no answers to no questions. What's wrong with you guys?
So I was her size when I joined the military, so given all the weight and everything we were doing, especially in that type of basic training environment where you're forced to run everywhere you go, I mean, they treated us like we were in actual combat and we weren't. So that's how I fractured my foot. And in the military, they say if your head's blown off, they give you Motrin anyway. So the best cure for me was Motrin, and that's how we pushed through it, for sure. It built a lot of character, though, and a lot of respect. It shows that you can push your body to more limits than you think is possible. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
You were like in combat, what was like home for you? Like the first time you were actually in combat.
So the first thing that came to mind was I need to get back home safe. At the time, I had a newborn baby boy. He was a year and a half old. So I knew I had to come back and do whatever I had to do possible to come back. So my mind was survival mode, look out for my brothers look out for me, and let's get things done. I also made sure I had a medic with me since I was the squad leader. My squad would always have a medic, and I don't give a crap who fought me on it. Sergeant Arellano would have a medic. And it was good. My medic ended up getting a combat medic, becoming a what is the award that the combat medics get? Yeah,
I have no idea.
Combat medic badge.
Yeah, he got a combat medic badge for an exchange within, because of my squad and some insurgents that were shooting at us. He ended up treating the guy that was shooting at us. So you gotta put duty before personal feelings. I don't know if I would have reacted the same way he did. I probably would have just let him go at the time because I was feeling emotional. You get a lot of emotions in this. And the medic was able to put that aside and put duty first. Now it's to take care of the wounded. So we ended up getting a combat medic.
The bell's gonna ring in about 30 seconds.
Okay, so thank you very much, class. If you guys want to get involved or anything, please let me know. I'll guide you in the right direction or let Mr. Harvey know.